Hello and welcome to another Raggies video. So today I'm going to be talking about, now that Hucknall Beer Festival was last weekend, great festival, did amazing for the town of Hucknall, a real beacon of excellence of beers. So the next big beer festival coming to Nottingham is not the Nottingham Craft Beer Festival, that's in June. The next big beer festival is the Castle Beer Fest. There we go. They're calling it Nottingham Independence. It's at Nottingham Castle. Nottingham Castle, the former workplace of Raggies Beer Reviews. Did you know? I used to work between the Arboretum, primarily the Arboretum, and Nottingham Castle. Nottingham Castle back in the days when there were flower beds all around. There was beds on the bank, carpet beds, what we call them, on the banks with writing and graphics in. Each bed took 2 weeks, 25,000 plants roughly in each bed. A lot of work. So some of the breweries come into this. From first one that I'm going to come to is actually Sneinton Cider Company. Sneinton Cider Company based technically in Sneinton, although one of them's moved away from Sneinton, but they'll be bringing not only their ciders, but ciders from all around the East Midlands. So they are pretty much the beacon of the East Midlands ciders, bringing lots of different ciders for people to come enjoy. And I assume that the other cider makers will join them to talk about cider, to show off their wares. Why wouldn't you? To be part of this. So next up is Liquid Light. Liquid Light based in Sneinton. They'll be bringing, I would assume, Keg and Cask. I would assume. Great range of beer they've got. So that'll be interesting to see what they bring to the party. Also, you've got Hollerstone and Shipston's. Hollerstone and Shipston. Shipston's is the modern traditional arm. Hollerstone is the craft beer arm. Technically the same brewery, but split into two, with two, very different what they brew. Hollerstone was the 2019 Nottinghamshire Beer of the Year. I didn't even know that till this year, funnily enough. Shipston's will be bringing, the old favourites like Shipston's Original, Nut Brown, and beers such as that Gold Star. If anybody from Shipston's watches, do you still do Red Star and a barley wine? I'm sure there was a barley wine from Shipston's back in the day. Lenton Lane Brewery, they'll be bringing a plethora of their pale ales. They're masters of pale ales, but they also do the small batch stuff. Big impy stouts, barley wines. Technically, you would look at them as modern traditional. Very good brewery, very good. Next up, Lincoln Green Brewing. Lincoln Green, these days, very much a modern traditional brewery, but also craft on cask. They do some keg lines as well. For Nottingham Castle, it's brilliant because they're a Robin Hood themed brewery. Lots of Robin Hood themed beers in there. So if you're coming from out of Nottingham to this event, which is on April the 4th and April the 5th, 2025, from 5 o'clock to 11 o'clock. Can't open earlier because you have to pay to get into the castle. After 5 o'clock, you get your tickets. You'll have to go to Gigantic to get the tickets. They are 10 or 11 quid for the tickets. There was an offer the other week for Valentine's Day, 2 for 14. Technically, I've not got my tickets yet, so Lincoln Green, fantastic. Blue Monkey, and again, Blue Monkey these days very much a craft and modern traditional brewery. Great range of both. Modern traditional sells a lot for them, so does the craft. They're some of their canned stuff. It'd be interesting to see what they bring to the party. Looking forward to some big craft impy stouts, hopefully, and some of the stuff that you can't get anywhere else. Really excited about what they're going to bring. So next up as well, Nottingham Brewery. Modern traditional brewery, although I had 2 of their beers over at the Hucknall Beer Festival, and both of them pretty damn decent, gotta be honest. And I was thinking it more from a craft beer brewery than what is, you know, you look at them as modern traditional, so that was interesting. So also coming, Castle Rock Brewery. Castle Rock, Nottingham's biggest brewery. You know, all these breweries should be there. You know, there's no brainer there. They'll be bringing their core range, I assume, and maybe recent collaborations with New Bristol Brewery. You know, there's a reason why breweries do collaborations. Me personally, I'm hoping that pilot project kit is getting loads of beers battered out into keg, and we see some really interesting, innovative impy stouts, barley wine, sours. You know, give the brewers something to, you know, get to grips with. They ain't got long anyway, because April the 4th is coming at a rate. It's like 6 weeks away now, so something like that anyway. So it's not far away before we get to that. Neon Raptor. So Neon Raptor, based in Snenton Market, where Nottingham Craft Beer Festival is. They're coming, and gotta be honest, you're going to expect a fantastic range of beer from these guys. Anything from, you know, 4%ers up to 11, 12%ers, and maybe a bit more. Me's hoping that they bring some of their cask as well as keg. And you know, for all of them, I hope they bring their merch, cans, bottles. Get your beer there. Let's sell some beer. Yeah. I think that it'll be great, and see all these breweries all working together. Magpie Brewery are going to be there. And again, they'll be bringing their cask and craft, and they've evolved from being what predominantly was a modern traditional brewery into doing more craft on cask as well. Don't see anything in cans from them. It's mainly still bottled. I think they send the beers away for bottling. They did do cans at one stage, but I'm sure that was sent away for canning, and I'm sure it was. Let me just click on this, because Grumpy Fish Brew Co. Really excited to see Simon down there. He had 4 beers on at the Hucknall Beer Festival. 3 of them sold out by the Saturday when I got there, and then I think the last one went. So doing well, you know, for a small nano brewery out of a garage. Literally, as I'm in Sherwood, he's somewhere in Arnold. I don't know where in Arnold, but he's somewhere in Arnold, a mile away or so, doing his beers, getting them out there. Good support actually from the Lincolnshire Poacher pub. Black Iris Brewery, again, Black Iris. You know, out of all the breweries here, I think they are sitting at number 1 on the breweries for innovation beers. For the spread of their beers is absolutely outstanding. You know, they are a top class brewery doing craft on cask. I haven't been to their tap room for a while, but it has been blooming cold. Been a cold winter, but yeah, fantastic collaborations. They are the heavy metal themed brewery, basically. You know, stunning brewery. So that's the breweries. So food, got somebody called Dumpling Good, and gotta be honest, doesn't that look nice, eh? Does look good. Next up is Mensab. So your Indian food there, for those people who like Indian food. Yeah, not good with spices, so I try and keep away from Indian food if I can. So I'm not sure if this is called Box and Bar, or yeah, it must be Box and Bar. So a vegan option there for people who want the vegan food. They're the free eateries, so not massive amounts of eateries, but enough. You're in the city centre anyway, so you're literally not far away. You've got the Beggars Belief band, they're coming to it as well. There we go. So music options as well. So you know, it's a night out. And just scroll up, see if it, oh, so Buster are coming, a 4-piece rock and pop party band. Highway Junkies, they're also going to be there. So if you know where the castle is, it's dead easy. Get into the market square. You'll see a sign that says Friar Lane. Walk up Friar Lane, cross over the road, cross over Maid Marian Way, and straight up to the castle. Pubs nearby, a plethora of decent pubs. Literally outside the castle, you've got the Crow. What was the Magpie Crafty Crow pub? It's called the Crow now. Good support for local breweries in there, which is good to see. Across the road from there, you've got Fothergill's. Fothergill's, bit of a posh place to go and have a bit of food. Don't drink the Prosecco like our friend did, and she got drunk on the Prosecco. That's up to you, obviously. But literally around that area, you've got the Salutation Inn, the world famous Salutation Inn. You've got the Trip to Jerusalem down the bottom again, world famous. Going into the square, you've got on Friar Lane, you've got the Nud Lad, for how long that's there. I think that's closing soon. You've got the Roebuck, Wetherspoons pub, apparently the best Wetherspoons pub. You've got that pub next to the Roebuck, I can't remember its blooming name. It's gone. You've got the Barrel Drop up at Upperch Yard. You've got the Bell Inn. You know, so there's pubs for everyone. Not just pubs for people who drink cask ale, but pubs for people who drink, you know, whatever they want to drink, you know. Just for slightly further up the road, you've got places like Canning Circus, which is only a walk down Derby Road. So you've got, I think it's Hand on Art. Oh, you know, I'm doing this just off the flip of my head, so, you know, I do apologise if I miss any pubs out. Miss Rolling In. Micro pub there, although it's got a downstairs as well. You've got the one just up from it, I can't remember the flipping name of it. You've got Sir John Belay's Warren. You've got the Falcon. You've got the Blue Monkey Organ Grinder. You've got the one on the corner, I forgot the name of again. You know, so there are plenty of pubs. Obviously, you've got the tram. You can get to Nottingham on the tram. You can get the train to Nottingham. Bearing in mind it is 5 till 11, so, you know, be careful with getting back home safe. There are a lot of good pubs. You know, Nottingham's got a really good nightlife scene anyway. Not that I go these days, but there you go. But it should be an amazing beer festival. Great to see it back at the castle. I've been wanting to see it back at the castle. As much as the cricket ground's great, the castle is like the spiritual home of the beer festivals. And great to see the turnout from the Nottingham breweries. You know, I don't think there's any breweries that should be there that aren't there. I mean, I suppose it depends on how big you go Nottingham. Do you go Nottinghamshire breweries or Nottingham breweries? Because obviously it depends, you know, the city. It depends where they are in the city, but I suppose that's just being pedantic there. But yeah, should be a great beer festival. Are you going? And what night are you going? We've got talks. Some are looking at going on the Saturday night. Like I say, I've not got any tickets yet. Been making sure, for whatever reason, that I can go. Doctor's appointments and all that stuff. And whether I'm allowed to drink and all that, you know, who knows. But yeah, should be good. Thank you for watching. See you soon.